This is your Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, October the 22nd. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks so much for tuning in. The forecast ahead is pretty uneventful, and today our satellite image shows that we have lots of clear skies. All those little dark spots you see, or lines that you see, are lakes and or rivers that are showing up, thanks to the fact that it's an infrared picture, and so the land giving off temperatures there, and the water surface is a little bit cooler. And it was cool this morning. Black Creek reported 34 degrees, and Nakalula Falls was down to 43. We had 43 at Helena as well. Part of the reason for it is a large high-pressure system centered over the Mid-South area around Memphis, along with the upper atmosphere trough that is moving off the Mid-Atlantic states today. And that will gradually be modifying, but we're going to have a glorious day today with temperatures climbing primarily into the upper 60s. A little further to the south, we may see a few lower 70s, like 71 or 72. Temperatures this morning starting out generally in the lower half of the 40s pretty much. You can notice that up at Fort Payne, they're 41 degrees, so a rather chilly morning. If you're headed out, you'll need a light jacket at least to start the day out. Watch warning map is rather shy of various watches and warnings this morning. That pink area you see in the central part of the country is high fire danger, and then the blue areas that you see in the Ohio and Tennessee river valleys are actually frost advisories. QPF for the next 5 days pretty much gives you the whole story. Not expecting much in the way of rain across much of the southeastern U.S., and that's only going to further deepen the drought over the area. You don't see this very often. This is the Storm Prediction Center's map for thunderstorms or severe thunderstorms for today, day one. And there's only just that little tiny green area in southeastern Arizona where they expect any thunderstorms at all. So no marginal or severe weather risks. Nothing for day two, but on day three, we do have a marginal risk over the southwest part of Arizona. And the tropics are somewhat quiet. We have just this one area of disturbed weather that is between Bermuda and the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and that is forecast to move pretty much to the northeast. Could be a problem in terms of at least some rain. It's not expected to develop much, but rain for the maritime provinces of Canada. All right, let's take a look at the 06Z GFS model run. There's our surface high moving over the area today, so look for a glorious day with temperatures staying pretty cool. By Sunday, the upper air pattern, the trough has moved well off into the Atlantic, and we're beginning to come under the edges of the ridge that is to our west. And at the surface, we see that we have large high pressure, so the wind is going to be dying down. The wind was the highest yesterday. It'll be a little bit less today, and then very much less on Sunday. Monday, we see that ridge is making slow progress eastward. Tuesday, the ridge beginning to come over the Mississippi River. Wednesday, it's now over our area, but we're now watching another fairly strong trough that stretches from the western Great Lakes down into Oklahoma. And with that system, they're looking at the possibility of some thunderstorms, especially up in the Great Lakes area. But the problem is for us down here, ahead of that front, when you look at precipitable water values, there just is not much. The blues that are over the southeastern U.S. are basically less than 1 inch, and the greens are basically between about 1 inch and 1.4 inches or so. So just not much moisture for it to deal with. We've got to get some return moisture in order to wring some thunder showers or showers out of this atmosphere. Thursday, that trough moves across into the eastern Great Lakes, and of course that will drag the front down into our area. But much like we saw last week on Friday, on Thursday and Friday, the front is likely to come through our area without much. We'll put in a small chance for some rain, but as you can see from precipitable water forecast values, we're not going to get above 1.4. So yes, we could see some isolated showers like we saw last week, but that's about it. Not going to be a drought breaker. That trough moves across the mid-Atlantic states on Friday. And then by Saturday, we're coming back under the ridge while much of the westerlies and the traveling weather systems are well to our north. And that just brings another possibility of a front around Saturday, the 29th of October. But once again, we're starved for moisture. Looking out into Voodoo Country and the main traveling weather systems, the big message I think we get from Voodoo Country, and remember, when we're looking at this far out, we're looking primarily for trends. But you can see that the traveling weather systems stay well to our north. This is the 1st of November. The GFS is hinting at a little weak disturbance in the vicinity of New Orleans, southeastern Louisiana. However, it still doesn't have much moisture to work on, so it's not likely to produce a great deal of rain for the southeastern U.S. And then by Saturday, November the 5th, we see that we do have a substantial trough, but once again, we're dealing with a lack of moisture thanks to the fact that we can't get any good moisture return. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this morning. I expect to have the next one posted first thing on Sunday morning. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for notes on Alabama's weather. I hope that you have a great day and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful weather. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Godspeed.